there and welcome to No Nonsense Metal Reviews. I'm George and today's episode is bands you need to hear. So if you haven't seen any of the other editions that I've done, bands you need to hear is essentially me recommending to you a band that I feel is really worth your time, really worth the damage to your eardrums because they are something special. They're going places, they've got something that is missing from other artists, whatever. They're just a band that you bloody ought to hear. So, today's band, they are an international outfit coming from, I believe, we've got Switzerland and Germany, a European established act. Formed in 2018, they've already got 3 full-length albums to their name, with a 4th on the way later this year. These guys are an unstoppable, heavy power metal band, and they are absolutely punishing. I am talking about the mighty Warkings here. This is the latest album, Revolutions, from 2021. Going back to the debut, take it out of the case so you don't get blinded by glare. We have the riskily titled Reborn, because it's the first album, so what's being reborn? I don't know, I don't care, this is just freaking great stuff. Reborn there, and then we have the follow-up album, which was from 2020, I believe, 2020, Revenge. Great, crazy artwork there with their mascot, the Warking. Just a combination of Greek and Roman, and they have interesting stage names as well. The Tribune, the Crusader, the Viking, the Spartan. And that gives a pretty good summary of the topics that you can expect here. Expect Vikings, the Romans, Sparta, expect that. This is great, freaking heavy as hell, crunchy as cereal, power heavy metal. I don't really know if they fit comfortably into power metal or into heavy metal, but just imagine, if I say power metal, think Primal Fear, think Hammerfall, think Gravedigger, think Rage, where it's not quite a comfortable fit into one pigeonhole. Think less Twilight Force and Dragony. Not that sort of power metal. This is heavy, heavy metal power metal. We'll start off with this debut album here, Reborn, which was 2018, I believe. 2018. Absolutely killer album. Kicking off with Give 'Em War. You just get that feel for this huge choruses, so many hooks. I mean, there is no loss of consistency or quality between these 3 albums. It's all very much the same in terms of it just being heavy metal, massive choruses, very memorable stuff, very powerful, very heavy. But it's just freaking great. And you don't want a huge amount of change. You don't want them to suddenly just turn into a technical prog band or something like that. You just want more heavy metal. It's like Motorhead. You wouldn't expect to, after hearing Bomber, Ace of Spades, March or Die, to then pick up an acoustic Motorhead album. No, you want more of the same, but just new songs, continuing that quality, that evolution. Just killer material here. Never Surrender. I'm probably going to pronounce this wrong. I believe it's a Greek mythological character, or maybe Roman mythological character. Hephaestus, 3rd track there. Brilliant stuff. Really massive chorus. Really, really great infectious grooves there. Very thumping stuff. Gladiator. It's actually almost giving me goosebumps thinking about it, just reading this stuff. This is how good this stuff is. Battle Cry, Sparta, one of the standout moments here, featuring Mr. Debauchery from Debauchery or Blood God. Provides a really good vocal contribution there and a whole different edge to the track. Really great stuff. The Last Battle, Just really killer material, not an album to miss. If you like any of those previously mentioned bands, like I say, think Gravedigger, think Hammer King, think bands like that. Really, really great stuff. So that was the debut, Reborn. On to Revenge. We get more of the killer riffs, more of the massive hooks, more of the great drumming. Vocally, this guy, the Tribune, he has a great voice. It's, and I don't want to discriminate or sound as though I'm, taking the mick, but he sounds European. You can hear his affliction in his pronunciation there, but it just adds to the charm, to be honest. And here we have Revenge, more killer tracks with great moments there. Freedom, Maximus. What a massive, catchy tune that is. Huge choruses throughout all of these albums, but so memorable and really uplifting. Maximus is a really uplifting track. Fight in the Shade, really heavy. Odin's Son, which we take a change from the sort of Greek mythology stance to the new topic of Vikings and Norse mythology. On that track we feature guest vocals from the Queen of the Damned, and the Queen provides a great vocal contribution there. Again, really, really, really good stuff. Mirror, Mirror, big, heavy stuff. You get the impression. And I have to say, I absolutely love these three albums. I've listened to them so many times now. I just keep coming back to them. It keeps pulling you in for more heavy, uplifting metal. The Battle of Marathon, Warking, really great stuff. Really brilliant. Very, very, very memorable. Very heavy. On to the 2021 album, Revolution. Great cover there. Really good stuff. We get much of the same, of course, which is, as I've previously said, this is what we want. But there's a little bit of a difference here, I think. A little bit of a difference. In that I feel there's a little bit more intricacy. There's a little change and a slight hint of change in the song structure. I don't know, maybe that's just my ears, but they're evolving, but remaining true to their sound and style. Absolutely. Kicking off the album, We Are the Fire. Big, heavy, love it. Then we have Sparta Part 2 on there. Killer stuff, really good. Spartacus, featuring the Lost Lord on vocals there. Good track, good vocal contribution. I like the fact they have their guests here. Deuce Low Volt and Ave Roma, really good tracks there. They've got a darkness there. There's a bit of a sort of sinister edge. It's almost enchanting, but in a kind of dark, moody kind of way. Ragnar, By the Blade, which is an absolutely storming track, I have to say. By the Blade is a really heavy moment on this album. And Where Dreams Die. Heavy, great, killer track. So if you like colossal riffs, if you like really memorable, really infectious grooves and choruses, something that you can grab a beer, that you can just headbang along to and just enjoy that wall of crunch, these guys, check them out. Warkings, and they are frickin' kings. And I really am excited to hear the album that's coming out in November. I believe it's November time. Can't quite remember the album title there. But start off, I would recommend anyway, start off going chronologically with Reborn, Revenge, and Revolutions, sticking with the 3R titles here, the trilogy of R's. Really, really great stuff. I cannot recommend these guys enough. Check them out and let me know what you think. Is anyone already a fan? What do you think of these guys? Do you love them as much as I do? These guys are definitely going places. They are going to be power metal royalty for sure. Let me know what you think. I hope that you do like the recommendation there. Feel free to like and subscribe. Very much appreciated as always. Check back soon, my friends, for more reviews, more recommendations, more words of all things heavy. Take care, my friends, and as always, stay heavy.